Hello, worldly crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Last time, we did a bit of exploring out in the Great Eastern Sea, or whatever it's called now, and we arrived in Yamata, which is this here like replacement of Izumo from the Lost Age. And today we're going to be going into this castle, palace, big building, fancy thing here, and seeing what we can do for someone who's apparently not feeling too great at the moment. Himi is resting in bed right now, so we're all supposed to be quiet. All right. Unfortunately, being quiet is not something I'm especially well known for. Nobody's here because they're all praying with Queen Kusanada to remove the curse from Himi. Oh, so we've got curses now involved too, in addition to just like bacterial or viral infections or whatever. So this is the stove. This is the first one I've actually seen in here. It's just a place of sliced raw fish. Do people eat this? Ah, yes, sushi. I don't know. It looks like that stove is on to me. I don't see any raw fish in there. Let's see. I think we can get out of here. We can try all the rooms, I suppose. See if there's anything. Oh, I thought that was a person for a moment, but that's just a torch. I think Soul is falling into shadow. Soul falling into shadow is our curse from the Great Serpent for leaving Izumo to come here. All right, so maybe that was just the Great Serpent still being a little bit sore from me beating it up in the last game. The Fierce Dragon, more formally known as the Great Serpent of Mikage, I guess, if we're going to pronounce every vowel, slept in Mount Mikage on the island of Nihon. When the Venus Lighthouse was lit, the dragon awoke. Using sunlight to weaken it, the warriors of Vale slew the beast. I said I'm sorry. When Izume came to Yamata City, she suddenly got sick and died. A curse for certain. Have I not seen the dictionary definition for this yet? The city is the primary settlement on Nihon. Its culture is centered around spirituality, with many prayer shrines. I've noticed those, actually. There's quite a few what appear to be like, I don't know if I want to call them idols, but there's something, they've got faces on them anyway, scattered around town. If I go in this door, the old man you're with looks just like the man who traveled with the warriors who slew the Great Serpent. It's funny how sometimes you run into a doppelganger, isn't it? But that was 30 years ago. I'm sure that man isn't around anymore still. When Izumo was destroyed by the waves, we looked for a place free from such calamities. I believe our ancestors are still protecting us and led us here. Alright, so I think that's all that we're going to hear from the people down below. We've got a bit of a ceremony going on here. Kusanada, what's all this? We must exorcise the spirit, the evil spirit from Himi's body. Ancestors, grant us strength. Alright, I can't go up and talk to any of you. What if I read your minds? We perform many prayers and Himi will still not awake. Maybe this is no curse. But if it's not a curse, why won't she wake up? It must have something to do with the eclipse. Alright. Lack of vitamin D, probably. So if I go in here... Who are all of you? Kraden! Susa, how have you been? I haven't seen you since Felix defeated the Great Serpent. It's been 30 years, how time glides by us. I've been aging for all these years, but you, Kraden... You don't seem to have gained even a day. Weren't you over 70 when we last met? Ah, noticed that, did you? It's not that I haven't aged. Just not as much as I should have. It's the same for everyone who is involved in the Golden Sun. I wonder if I'll catch up to Dad age-wise. Yeah, that's not weird at all. Oh, weird. I guess we might, huh? No way of knowing, really. The Golden Sun did slow down the aging process immensely, though. I wonder why. Kraden is 100 years old? Pretty sure my old man was aging like regular people. Piers. I haven't thought about it, but when Piers and I met, he was about my age. And he's still young, hale, and hearty today. And you keep in contact with him while he's abroad on a ship via homing pigeon. Do you really trust important messages to Captain Piers to a bird? Against the vast array of options for a non-adept as myself, to send a message many miles? Yes, I did. But if your pigeon couldn't find him, then you would have just waited for an answer forever. To be fair, Karis, that would also be true if, like, you sent an actual human after him and the human couldn't find him. I suppose so, but my pigeon hasn't failed me yet. But how could that little bird thing find him while the whole world find him with the whole world to pick from? I wouldn't even know where to start. I vaguely remember in Lemuria, people were sending messages by birds. I wonder if we're continuing on that theme, or if they just, like, they had to have some way of communication, and that was just what they landed on a second time. Let's see, then I suppose my pigeon has you at an advantage, Tyrell. Perhaps I can teach it to throw fireballs. If I can teach it to throw fireballs, it'll put you out of a job. Kraden, you are my favorite character in this whole game. Hey, are you saying that a pigeon is smarter than me? There's a clip from One Piece, Water 7. No, it's Alabasta, in which Luffy basically says the same thing, and I like to send it to my friends when they're being dumb. With all due respect, sir, we have more important things to do than listen to you bait Tyrell. Shouldn't we be talking to Susa about the eclipse? Hey, I'm not going to just stand here while Kraden tells everyone that his bird is smarter than me. I've always hated pigeons, stupid feathery rodents. Susa, you have no doubt noticed the crisis on the mainland. We have come for your help in ending it. And, Tyrell, never visit New York, the rats of the sky, as they're known there. And also probably, like, everywhere, because pigeons are everywhere, but, the New York ones are the ones I'm most familiar with. Anyway, wait, we have? I thought we were just sailing around, not looking for this guy in particular. Honestly, I did too. I didn't say anything because I wasn't certain we'd be able to find him, and time was a factor. I mean, if I knew we were supposed to come here, I would have put this one off for a little bit longer, but I have reason to suspect that we will find some of the keys to our current plight here in Yamata City. We have escaped the darkness so far, but I don't wish to see it spread. I will help however I can. Unfortunately, I don't know how much I can help. Kushinaga and Himi, on the other hand. I don't know if that actually is words that you can translate into English, or if that's just syllables. Sounds like a prayer vigil. Is something the matter? My daughter, since the eclipse, she has been unconscious and will not awaken. I'm sorry to hear that. Queen Kushinaga, are you alright, my queen? She has the curse as well. You'll have to excuse me. God, another person we've got to cure? Something is, sounds like something is wrong. We should investigate. Well, let's see, there's not much for us to interact with in here. Can I steal anything from your flower pots? That is a vial, which is, some healing items. That one's empty. Alright, someone was working a little too hard. This is why I wanted her to stop. Does Himi no good if Kushinaga works herself to death caring for her. Alright. I know you wanted to help Himi, but you need to rest now for her sake. So, if I recall, the Sanctum guy can remove curses from, like, items and stuff. Can we just... Oh. I was gonna say, can we just, like, stick Himi in our bag, head over to the Sanctum, and have the Sanctum guy remove the curse, and then she'll be on her way? But, looks like the game has other ideas. Alright. What was that? I didn't do it. What did you do to Himi? I asked you what you did to my daughter. That stone, like an eye. What just happened? Hey! What's happening? Are we gonna have to fight, like, a monster or something here? Some kind of spirit of possession or whatever? It worked! Alright, no, that's just everyone's happy, apparently. Whenever someone in this game says wait for it, or in any game, really, I prepare myself for a boss fight. Anyway, so that's what it was. What's happening? You've just seen it with your own eyes. I suppose I have. She was chosen by the Watchtower's treasure. So are we actually going to get some backstory on this thing? The legendary building sits atop Warriors Hill on Haroon Island, waiting for worthy champions. The third eye, countermeasure against the eventual awakening of Luna Tower, rests here. I don't remember being told that. I wonder if, like, I missed out on dialogue or plot or something like that by going there first and not somewhere else. I feel like there would have been more dialogue had I, like, you know, gone here or to somewhere else in the Great Sea before going up there. Anyway, chosen by a treasure. I guess that's what they meant about the treasure guiding us. I demand more of an explanation. You and me both, old man. Allow me to give it, Papa. I have to help these people stop the eclipse. Little Himi, you've just woken up. You're not making any sense. There is no time. I have the overwhelming feeling that the eclipse mustn't continue unchecked. Luna Tower consumes light, casting a grave eclipse that chases away all that is holy. The terrifying phenomenon is caused by the Eclipse Tower. While the tower swallows up all light, monsters of Shadow Rain, the Eclipse Tower doesn't merely obstruct light, it actually absorbs it, through what might, though what this might portend is unclear. It chases away all the holy, eh? Who could have thought that holiness could be chased? Can't explain why I know these things, but I do. The grave eclipse brings fiends to our doorstep. When the shadows overran Belinsk, the people suddenly found themselves in a city of monsters. If I look out over the mainland, shadows cover everything I can see, even my Ayute. Champa. Tower is filling itself with the light it steals. When it gathers enough, it will release it all. Oh, it's a Golden Sun event episode 2, huh? So what's happening to the tower while it fills up? It is siphoning all light from the world and emitting darkness. You said you can help us stop the eclipse. How are we to do that? If we can amplify the light going into the tower, the machine will be forced to stop. Amplify the light? How can we do that? With a device called the Apollo Lens. Fortunately, you have already supplied it with the power that it needs. Is that something we've seen before? The ancient machine amplifies light. In theory, it has the ability to end an eclipse. We've already powered a machine that amplifies light? I remember no such thing. Yeah, I was just gonna say, on like Passage and stuff, we sort of did that. The Apollo Lens is connected to the other alchemy machines you've dealt with. By activating them, you provided its power. Great, let's get it running then. They're speaking to me again. We must first remove the lock or the machine will not operate. We have to remove the lock, but in order to do that, one must be clothed in shadow. Yeah, gates lock, shadow clothes, it's never simple. The key is an IJ. The lock is in the central continent. The Umbra gear is scattered across the world. Alright, that sounds like a fetch quest if ever I heard one. The items of equipment were created by the ancient Janai to harness the power of the darkness. So how are we supposed to find the Umbra gear? If you bring me to the right areas, I will guide you with my search synergy. Each place is hidden. Alright. So is that like an upgraded version of the reveal synergy or whatever? Earth-based synergy is unique to Himi. It allows her to discover hidden objects and other secrets. Morgul's oldest records include an Umbra map with these locations marked on it. Alright, so is that likewise going to be an upgrade to the Atlas or something? This weathered map of Morgul was left by the Janai so that their descendants could find the Umbra gear. Alright, Treasure Hen. Ancient geocaching games, love it. Those records of Morgul were taken as spoils of war when Sana conquered Belinsk. Oh, we get to go back there, do we? An ancient Morgul map in Sana. We must investigate. Did I investigate everything in Sana? I don't remember. Looks like it. Ready for another trip? Yeah! Laugh. Alright. This is the chance to be part of the legacy of the Warriors of Vale. Should we be cheering about that? I mean, yeah. It's a Golden Sun game. Every moment is precious. We should depart soon. And with that, Himi has joined our party. Alright. let's see. Firstly, your status. So we do now have a party of 8. If I go into details, you've got some amount of Mercury, Venus genie, 1 Mars, 1 Jupiter, and apprentice is your class. All right, I should probably, by the way, have enough genie of every type to really make progress towards all the like character classes that I wanted to. But see, I'm gonna put you. I guess I'll switch myself out of the party for the time being. Just now that we've got a full team of 8. And can I go out this way? Is there anything interesting out here? This is just the balcony. All right. I don't see anything on the map on the top screen. No hidden treasure or anything like that, so we can get going. I will now, at long last, Power Bread, raise maximum HP permanently. Who has the most HP? Alright, I have the most HP, actually by, like, a lot. Should I buff my own HP, or should I buff, like, whoever's got the second most, like, Tyrell, tends to be pretty beefy. Amelia is pretty beefy. Alright, I'll use one of myself. I'll use one of these because I've got 2 more on Amelia, and I'll use one of them on Tyrell. As for these other items, maximum PP, that's gonna go to a mage. So some members of my party can attack with just like their physical attacks. Others aren't really able to do much. Karis, for example, is much more of a magic attacker, so she's gonna get all the cookies, I think. Apple, raise attack permanently. No, don't give. Aeolia, I'm guessing the fire adepts are gonna have most to do with that, although Spheta's beast form is also pretty physically offensive, if I recall. I don't actually know if I'm gonna be using the actual beast form that much. Let's split these between Tyrell, because I've got 4 of them, Tyrell and, over here, Aeolio. What else do we have? Hard Nut, raise defense permanently. So that's also good for someone who's pretty defensive. If I give that to Tyrell, his defenses will be more or less equal to, the guys at the end. No, don't give that away. Me, Amidi, and himself. As for luck, I've said on a few occasions now that I'm really not a fan of the luck stat in games, but out of lack of better options, I'm gonna go and try and even this out. So Tyrell's luck is gonna go up. I think that's gonna be what, 7 now. Aeolio's luck isn't very high. I'll give him some more lucky pepper. And everyone else should be like 7, 6 or 7 or 8, something like that. Vial is a healing item. That's a healing item. Forge item. I should probably sell some of my my worst equipment now. Mint, raise agility permanently. Alright, so I've got a couple characters who are just like so fast that they'll go first pretty much every time anyway, like Amidi, and I want to say Karis is also pretty fast. Maybe not so much Karis. I think I would be best off giving this to the characters who, whose speed is good, but maybe could be better, could have a chance of outspeeding a few more things if it was a little higher, so that's going to go to Karis as well. And I think, is that the end of my, my stat items? Oh no, I've got a bunch over here too. Raising defense permanently. Who did I give that to earlier? I think I gave that to these 3 here. Tyrell. Agility. Alright, I gave the last one to Karis. Karis is now 261. I feel like if I could get to 300, that's gonna be, like, faster than most things in the game. And I think that's it. Alright. Next order of business is going to be going, not there. Going to be going to the item vendor and seeing what I can outfit Himi with. Whether your dictionary definition has been upgraded. Alright. Despite her youth and relative inexperience, she possesses powerful synergy and can see into the future. Alright, always good to have one of those in the party. Alright, so that's gonna be where we go next. I will not go there immediately, though, because I do actually want to go and, go visit the item vendor. Hang on a minute. I can sell Kraden's letter. That feels like something I shouldn't do. Alright, all of the recent additions to my party are now reasonably well equipped, and I think now we can go into the Yamata ruins, and we can see what happens when we walk up to the grave. Alright. Hello! Alright, so the dancing idols are indeed back. It is good to see you, Himi. Now that I think about it, one of the locations where we had to do something like this was Mount Mikage in the Lost Age, wasn't it? Anyway, Auntie Zume. Yours is a unique gift. You can witness the essential truth of a thing. The essential truth of a thing. I see a great destiny before you, Himi. You will guide your companions to important works. No obstacle can stand before you when you combine your strengths. Use the hand and the eye to open the door behind me. Find the lock in the town ruins. Find the lock in the ruins, then proceed west to Tanfun. I think that's an F. The city is the capital of Sana. Yes, that is indeed Tanfun. It is known for its exquisite architecture as well as being the center of fishing and commerce. So I guess that's where we're going and not like where... I was thinking of the place where like King Woe was earlier in the game or whatever, but I guess that's not it. Anyway, that's going to be our next destination at some point in the future. Heirs of the Warriors of Vale, please look after Himi. Alright, so that's going to be our work cut out for us. Do I want to do this now? Or should I end it off a little bit? Let's go and... Let's just go and move that aside, and I'm going to get a preview of Himi's power when I go and see what you can do here. So that's going to be search. And if I see search here... What is that? Oh, alright, it's a teleporter. So that's the fancy way of saying Himi can activate teleporters. Alright, nice. So it's going to bug me if I don't do this now, but let's go and see what's in these treasure chests. That is going to be... Masamune. Didn't I just sell one of those? I thought that was a unique item. That is going to be a Water of Life. So that's a free revive for whoever needs it. Seriously though, I thought I just picked up and also sold a Masamune. No, I guess that was something else. This one isn't cursed. That's going to be a significant upgrade over my Ninja Blade, though. Gonna equip that. And I think I will end this off here. So, whatever. Next time, Golden Sun, Dark Dawn, we're going to be venturing farther into the Yamata ruins, and we're going to see what exactly we've got to do down at the bottom of those. My name is Dragonite. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.